I certainly hope and believe that the Lary Leeds Tennis Center will be reflected in the lead line of my obituary. It is certainly the most important thing I think I've ever done in my life.
To really describe Larry as a father, I need to talk about a few rituals. One was the bedtime brain games.
You know, he would start by reciting 3 or 4 numbers. We would repeat them back. Then he'd lengthen the list of numbers and he'd repeat them back and so on.
And I think we maxed out at about 20. We would regularly take walks along Fifth Avenue where we would just talk about life, about friendships, about school.
He had a really magical way of engaging all of us.
After Carey's passing, I was very desirous of doing something to make the world a better place because he existed, because he was here.
The world remembers Carey as the most charming man in the world, and certainly he was. But what people don't know or didn't get to see is how much he loved children.
And I mentioned something like it to Skip, and he immediately came up with the idea of a tennis center.
You know, Larry went to Yale, as you probably know, and the mascot there is a bulldog. And Larry is a bulldog, and when he sets his mind to do something, he just goes after it.
I am so happy that NYJTL is celebrating my father tonight, but I do want to remember my mom.
Alongside my father, Dahlia was the driving force behind the Lary Leeds Tennis Center. She was intimately involved in every detail.
Her touch is there. She's one of the reasons that this is such a great place. I miss her so much.
You could not have picked a better honoree than Lary Leeds, because my pal Leedsy is a genuine lifetime achiever. He's the comeback kid. He lost his company to an unfriendly takeover. He lost his son.
I was 59, I was out of a job. I ended up joining a tiny Wall Street firm. It was called Buckingham Research. They had 12 employees, and they hired me for $8,000 a month, and I was supposed to learn the business, which I did.
He began an entirely new career, and he made a huge success of it.
Larry is 1 in a million, maybe 1 in a billion. He's always concerned about you, way more than he's concerned anything about himself.
We play tennis together, and after a couple of hours of tennis, he's the only person I know who will then go out and play 18 holes of golf. Anybody you talk to tells you Larry is special. He's a one of a kind. I trust him, I love him.
The best 3 words to determine Larry are passionate, determined, and above all, indefatigable. Larry and I have a lot in common. We're both in the second half of our life and are both determined to live forever, as demonstrated by Larry's recent marriage to Ginger.
I think one measures the achievement of one's life, what you do for other people and how you make the world a better place is what really counts.
Thank you, Mr. Leeds and NYJTL, for this amazing opportunity for our kids, for our community, helping us bridge the gap and build trusting relationships while also teaching them a sport that they never thought in a million years they'll be able to play here. The comfort that they get coming here and the love that they get from the coaches, from the staff, knowing they have a safe, clean facility to learn, to be safe, to be kids. No judgment, no troubles, no stress, no worries about what's going on at home. The South Bronx need this.
Carey's name is inscribed forever. People will know who he was, and because of him, because he was on this earth, the world is a better place. I can see the smile on his face. He'd be very honored, and I think he'd be amazed.